Well, hello there, everyone. I am Drak, and welcome to 2017. If you haven't already been welcomed by me about 4 times already. But today we're having an interesting start to the new year because, well, there's been a certain game series that's been around for about 20 years now, and that is the Blizzard series Diablo. And as I've said in the thank you videos and all that stuff, in order to celebrate 20 years of Diablo, we're going to celebrate it. We're going to play through the games. We're going to do Let's Plays. It's just going to be me soloing it. And here's the bad news a little bit. Here's the plan. Unfortunately, Diablo 1 is no longer supported by Blizzard. And unfortunately, newer PCs and newer operating systems really can't run the original Diablo very well. And recording for it is really stupidly absurd. I've tried everything to try and get Diablo to work on this PC, a Windows 10 PC, and even before that, a Windows 7 PC, and then be able to record it, and I've not been successful in any stretch. I can get the game to work, but I can't necessarily get the recording to work. So, here's what we're going to do to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Diablo. The Darkening of Tristram event has just barely begun, and we're going to go through the Darkening of Tristram in honor of Diablo 1. That's going to be basically our playthrough of Diablo 1, and then I'm going to do a blind playthrough of Diablo 2, Lord of Destruction. Now, I say blind, I mean it. I'm going through blind. I haven't played Diablo 2, I played a little bit of Diablo 1, and then had my PC issues. And then finally, we're going to go through Diablo 3, Reaper of Souls, with a brand new character, aside from the one that we used in the Darkening of Tristram. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get things started. And I'm also going to say there is going to be no camera for this one because I want you guys to see the full-on experience. And let's go ahead and get things started with Diablo 3 and by fan demand. I actually reached out to some community members as well as some fellow podcasters and whatnot to see like what class should I take into Diablo 1. And the consensus was pretty much, because I didn't want a Barbarian, because Barbarian's my main. So that's not really a different experience for me. But a lot of people said, have you played a wizard before? And I gotta admit, I haven't played a wizard past maybe level 5. So we're gonna start a brand spanking new wizard named Drakazard. Insert Pokemon joke here. And let's go ahead and get things started by getting into the Darkening of Tristram. Now, I just need to make sure that I'm on adventure mode, because that's where you can access the Darkening. And we're going to start up the brand spanking new experience of going through Diablo. Or at least Diablo and Diablo 3 style. So, I hope everybody's having a good week thus far. I'm not quite sure when this video is going to be going up. But we're going to make it work. Alright, we are good to go. So what we got to do is teleport over to Act 1 to New Tristram. And we'll probably also pick a follower. Just because I want to do this right, and I have a feeling this is going to be based more on Diablo 3 mechanics than it is Diablo 2. So let's go ahead and hire the Templar. And now all we have to do is go over to to the old ruins. And make our way to this portal, which brings us into Old Tristram. And oh my gosh, it's so weird! We are back in Diablo 1. Well, kind of. So the town of Tristram was proper. It wasn't destroyed or anything like that. So already that's kind of off, but we'll make it work. You can already see like there's a bunch of corpses all around. There's Pepin's corpse. There's Ogden. These were guys that you could actually talk to in the original Diablo. Well, let's go ahead and get things started proper. And also, once again, happy 20th anniversary to Diablo. I'm a latecomer to the Diablo series, but I love it. And am very excited to go through the series with you guys. Especially since I'm not criticizing people who have done playthroughs, but a lot of the playthroughs that I've come across have been not the greatest. So hopefully this will be the thing that people want and need out of Diablo. Is the short sword going to be better? Yeah, it actually is. So let's go ahead and use that sword, and let's step into the labyrinth.
The sanctity of this place has been fouled.
Has it now? Okay. So that's actually the default line that your characters would say. This is going to be interesting because I'm so used to... Oh, wow. Level 2 already. Okay. Ooh, and we actually got a new ability already. Ray of Frost. Oh, and we do have Paragon levels. I'm not going to worry too much about those. Oh, well, I probably better do it. Oh, here we go. So, Ray of Frost. Here we go. Let's go ahead and open things up. I will admit, this looks very much like the original Diablo, as far as graphic is concerned, but it's in the Diablo 3 engine, so... Kill off all the skeletons! Now, I believe the original Diablo floor, or the original Diablo floor layout, was actually built for like 20 floors. This is actually going to be 16 floors. And we're gonna try and keep the checkpoints as quick and clear as we can, but I wanted to do my Ray of Frost just once. You all die. Ooh, I actually just barely got a brand new ability. Yes, I know you don't. Okay. Wow, so many skeletons. Yeah, this is based more on Diablo 3 more than it is Diablo 1. Mainly because of the sheer carnage that I can actually create. Ooh, reusable parts. Let's keep that. I did actually see that I got a brand new ability. That is Shock Pulse. You know what? I'm actually going to do that as like my number 1 ability. Or I can't do that just yet. I have to unlock them. But if I remember correctly, this is just... Yeah, this isn't going to work, really. Okay, let's go ahead and move things back to Magic Missile. And I don't want to move Ray of Frost, because I really do like that ability. Ooh, and we got our first blue item, which is gloves. That's not bad. Let's go ahead and work with it. And continue on in the cathedral. And we've already come across Labyrinth level 2. I'm going to explore just a little bit because I do like to clear floors. Mainly because you never know that you actually might be able to get some pretty awesome upgrades just doing this. Okay. So I'm just curious, and people can let me know in the comments below, how many people have actually started up the various events that have begun for Diablo's 20th anniversary. So there's not only the Darkening of Tristram, but in Hearthstone you could face the Dark Wanderer in honor of Diablo. In Warcraft, there's actually, you could go into the Secret Cow level. Big thing, big part of Diablo's lore, and get some tools in there. Overwatch has some Diablo-themed items. I'm not remembering them off the top of my head, and I think even Heroes of the Storm is going to have some stuff, specifically with the treasure goblins. So I'd be curious to see like how many of you guys are actually doing these right off the bat. I've already done the Warcraft one because the toy, or one of the toys that gets offered, the 12-string guitar, I wanted to get because I love the original theme of Tristram. Alright, let's go ahead and go down into Labyrinth level 2. We're making good time so far, people. Oh noes! And I'm already level 4. Let's put myself into the fray here. I love the fact that it actually puts me down to like a straight walk animation like the original Diablo. Beat my ice beam! Okay. Screw you. And already I'm level 5.
How does that feel?
And I've now unlocked Arcane Orb. Okay, so we've got that done. Don't really care about that, but we did get a new ability. Oh, am I still in combat? What the hell? There we go. Oh, I'm still in combat. Come on, I want to change my skills. Nope, won't let me. Okay, so I have Frost Nova. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, all right. We actually can unlock. I was actually wondering if they were going to put in some of the bonus quests of the original Diablo. And it looks like they will, because there's a dark passage right there. So, yeah, I actually did get the Arcane Orb. I'm just not there yet. What I'd really love is to do this. Or instead to do this and put in the Arcane Orb here. Well, let me do that. Yes, I'm using elective mode so that I can change things as I see fit. Just how I want to play the game, which is not necessarily a bad thing. There we go. Activating as much of this stuff as I can. Okay, let's go down into the Dark Passage, because I'm curious to see whether or not some of the original Diablo quests are going to be in here. I'm not sure, but this looks promising. Give me a chest. Show me chest. Continue to kill off these devilkin. And then also, I'm just going to encourage people in the chat, or not in the chat, but in the comments. Feel free to let me know, like, some stories that you guys have if you're a Diablo fan who played from game 1, because unfortunately I'm not. I joined in Diablo 3, so I don't really have a lot of those creative stories. But if you want to freely open up on the comment section and tell us some of your stories, I would love to hear them from the original Diablo. That would be amazing to me. Okay, so this is just locked off. And I actually did get a rune for Magic Missile. Charge Blast increases the damage. Yep, let's do that. Oops. I prematurely Ray of Frosted there. My apologies. Okay, so continue on in the Dark Passage. Don't care. Oh, cool. Resplendent chest. And already we got a bunch of new items. Let's see what we've got here. So we have a brand new club that would help. And these are going to be amazing. These boots. And we got a magic belt. And a ring of truth. But we can't use rings just yet. So we'll make that work. And that's it. That's the end of the Dark Passage. So let's get back here. Oh, and our Templar has actually leveled up too. Let's go ahead and do a heal. Because that's wise for what we're about to undertake. All this walking! Honestly, we'll make this work, people. Okay, back to Labyrinth level 2. Let's continue on down into the Labyrinth. See what we're actually going to be walking into. We made Barrel go boom. Alright, so up here. Now, I do know that there are a couple of guaranteed quests that are going to happen in Diablo, or in the Darkening of Tristram. Pretty much all the bosses are going to be unlocked, so you will be able to play them. Oh, we have our first epic, which didn't take very long to kill. Ooh, but we got a nice piece of armor. Now we look all snazzy. And we got a Veiled Crystal out of that. Ooh, Protection Shrine. Let's use that. Continue on. And what's behind door number 1? Oh, hi! Hi, Butcher! Well, we'll just go ahead and take care of you. Oh man, that looks great. That model is awesome. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get some health. Well, you're just in a room bathed in blood, aren't you? Boom! And we got the Butcher's Cleaver. We're gonna get a loot explosion? Loot explosion? No. That sucks. The Butcher's Cleaver, is it worth it? It actually is. So we'll go ahead and start using that. I love it. His corpse is still glowing. Okay. Well, that was cool. I actually like they kept the original feel of the Butcher and have him literally scare the crap out of you. He's like, "Oh, hi Butcher." I had that happen when I was playing on a Windows 7 PC at the time, and it worked, but unfortunately when the Butcher came out, it also bugged the living crap out of my system, so I had to quit. So I was like, oh man, I wanted to kill him, and it wouldn't let me. Alright, so we are now in level 3. Level 7. And now we can use this ring, which is not really all that helpful to me. It's got dexterity, so mainly I'm going to put it on for the vitality. That would really help. Vitality is health, in case you don't know what that is. Keep going down here. Oh! Let's just go ahead and plow through these guys. Gentlemen, let's plow the road. I don't want to get rid of Ray of Frost. I have a feeling I'm going to have to get rid of Ray of Frost at some point. I hope that's not anytime soon. Holy moly. That's a lot of enemies. Alright, go down here. There we go. Let's grab this bookcase. I'm just gonna warn people in advance with these playthroughs. I might be a little quiet because I'm concentrating.
How does that feel?
It feels great, Mr. Wizard. Woo. Okay, we got that taken care of. Yeah, I'm really glad I brought the Templar. This would have been very difficult trying to do this the original way. So in case you never played the original Diablo, you actually only had access to 3 classes. Well, originally 2. The Warrior and the Sorcerer, and then eventually in the Hellfire expansion, they added in the Rogue. Which, I find it funny they called it rogue, but it was more along the lines of a hunter, like a bow and arrow kind of character. Let's go down this way. I can already see a lot of the structure here is built on the Act 1 Diablo 3, so that cathedral. But I'm okay with that, because I did like the fact we went to the original cathedral in Diablo 3 as kind of an homage to what came before. And it's just one of those things of, it would be really nice to see what this cathedral would have looked like in an up-to-date engine. I missed you! Well, screw you. Ooh, I have a door. Level 8! Yes, I did start this thing up from level 1 because I wanted this to be a genuine experience. Let's kill all the fish in a barrel. And what's in here? More plague eaters. Continue on. Oh, and here is Labyrinth level 4. So now that we have that, let's actually go and explore the remaining bits of this floor. Wow, we are actually making good time, because we're already a quarter into the Darkening of Tristram. We're making some good time. I also love the fact that this is based on the original music, or this is the original music for Diablo 1. There we go. What did we get out of that? We got some better armor, so we'll run with that. No, that's not worth it. And a new belt, but yeah, let's do that. Actually, that's better armor. We'll continue on here. Ew. I just got an empowerment orb. There we go. And we got a Frenzy Shrine, so increased attack speed. And where does that actually leave me? Unlike the original Diablo, I can't bring up... Oh, actually, you know what? We have looped around. So... No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to bring this up a little bit better. There we go. Silly Templar, you screwed me up. It's too bad that Frenzy is just gonna get wasted. Let's go ahead and go down to level 4. Actually, that might actually... so I want to try and keep these parts down, or... They're not going to be like full-on hour parts. They're going to be more along the lines of a usual Let's Play part. So we are coming up on that mark, so let's go ahead and call a quick break. So when we get back, we will continue from level 4 in the Labyrinth, or the Old Cathedral of Tristram. We'll see you guys next time.